when and how to collaborate with you as UX writer? Do you yourself know what is involved and what are the steps that are involved in UX writing? No? Then this video is for you. Hi friends, I'm Supriya Kasa, your UX writing buddy, and I'm going to answer all your questions related to UX writing. Have you ever experienced that you are involved in any initiative or project quite later in the stage, like when designs are ready? You have, right? Even I have gone through it, and it's very frustrating and irritating. Because our job as UX writers is not only to fill the empty boxes with content, it is quite more than that. We co design experiences, and there are many steps that are involved when you write a microcopy, not only just jumping into writing the copy directly. So, now what is the solution on this problem? Today in this video, we are going to talk about the solution, that is, an ideal UX writing process. So let's go ahead. So the first step that goes into an ideal UX writing process is having a kickoff discussion, wherein your product manager, designers, design engineers, and you as a UX writer sit together. You discuss about the problem. You understand the problem, what are the user pain points, why are we solving this problem, what is the business goal, whether it is going to add value or not. Ask all the right questions to your product manager to understand the problem. Because if you understand the problem to the core, you can create an impactful copy. Also ask for any documents if your product manager has from their research or from other competitors, and study those documents to understand the problem, to understand your users, your target audience. So this is the first step, that is having a kickoff discussion, right? Second step is doing user research and competitor analysis. Yes, as UX writers, you are also supposed to do research. Don't jump into writing the microcopy directly. First, do your research part. When your designers are doing their research from design perspective, you do the research and competitor analysis from microcopy perspective. See what other competitors are doing for the same features. Even what non-competitors are doing for the similar feature. Gather some data about that, gather some references which you feel are the best solutions that others have given. Create a deck on that and sit with your designer. Explain them that these are the findings from my research. Ask them what are their findings. You both collaborate with each other. And once you collaborate, you both agree upon 2 or 3 concepts that you can go with to solve this problem. Next step is discuss these probable concepts with your other stakeholders. Again, have a post kickoff discussion with the same team, that is product manager, design engineers, designer, and you as UX writer, right? Sit together, explain your research and your findings and why you think these are 2 or 3 concepts that are better or that may solve the problem in a better way. When you all agree upon one best solution, then you can move ahead. And if they have any other suggestions, take those suggestions as well. If required, do some more research. If you think you have quite good data, then you can move ahead with the next step. The next step is writing initial draft of microcopy, and designers work on the wireframes. Make sure when designers are working on the wireframes, at the same time simultaneously you are working on the copy. Don't wait for them to come up with the wireframes and then you will insert the copy. Create your own user flow as you can. Identify the use cases that may come up, like what if you will require some success or failure messages, confirmation messages, or any technical error may arise, or any error messages, whether those are inline error messages, page level, whatever. Identify all those use cases and create a user flow with your copy. Discuss it with your designer that you think this should be the user flow. Ask them as well, like what are the thought process that they are having to solve this problem. When you both collaborate together, you are not creating design or content, you are creating experiences. So make sure you both co-design experiences rather than only writing the content and only creating the wireframes, right? So when you are done with it, that is initial draft of content and the wireframes, you can do some guerrilla testing. That is, share it with your family members, friends, or your peers, colleagues who are not involved in this project. Also with some other team members, like maybe developers, or they are graphic designers who are not part of your team, because these people can bring a fresh perspective, and that is really helpful. So once you are done with this, if required, iterate your copy or designs, and if you feel this is the best possible solution, then share it with your leaders or stakeholders. Share it with your UX manager or design manager or your design director, whoever you feel you need to take feedback from. Share it with them, ask them for their feedback, for their suggestions, or if they have any comments, take them with an open mind, and then if required, reiterate on the copy and the designs. So once you are done with the first drafts, create prototypes, and after that you can have live user testing with your users. If you can have some uh, users voluntarily agreeing to test your prototypes, or else there is a website called usertesting.com, from where you can choose users from different countries and share your prototypes there, and you can get the recordings of them using the prototypes and explaining their feedback. So these are a few ways how you can test your prototypes. And from that, when you get the feedback, if you think any reiteration is required, make changes to the copy or to the designs as per user feedback, and then work on the final versions of the design and of the content. And make sure even after the content is entered into the designs, in the final designs, you check it again, because sometimes it happens that you miss something, or you miss some use cases, and at the time of deployment, if you find those, it becomes a rework. So make sure you recheck the copy. So this is still not the end of the process, I would say. When designs are deployed, implemented, and live, that feature is live, do one thing which I do myself, that is, I create a case study. So how this was the problem, and this was the process that we followed. These were our research and findings, and from that, this was the solution that we arrived at, and what was the reason that we arrived at this solution, and how it impacted the business. So create a small case study on this. So why you need to do that is, firstly, if somebody else in future will work on the enhancement of the same feature, they will know, they'll have the background, the context to it. It will be helpful for them as well. And you can have all your case studies for all your features handy. Like whoever want to know about the feature enhancement and what was done during that time, they can just go and read. And make sure that you upload this case study on your internal platform, or wherever your team members or the entire organization can go and see. And it also helps in your portfolio, right? So yeah, this was the process that we should follow as UX writers. And you as UX writers first need to know that this is an ideal UX writing process. Then you can educate your other team members. And when you educate them, you let them know that why this is an ideal UX writing process, how it is going to impact the business and the product, and they will respect the role you are playing in the team. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Try to follow this process and let me know your experiences in the comment box. And if you want to know something else about any other topic in UX writing or user experience, please mention that in the comment and I'll try to make video on that topic. See you again with another next video. Till then, bye bye. Happy writing.